What up, you guys? So Oppenheimer. I want to talk about the movie from a bunch of different perspectives. I'm gonna link them the timestamps down below if you want to just skip to certain parts. So let's just get straight into it. So, what would I rate the movie? I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. I'll tell you why I give it 2 ratings. First rating, 7, 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5, right? 7, 7, 7.5. In between that. And then my personal score is like a 9. Solid 9. Now, the reason why I give it two different scores is because this movie is not for everybody. I think that the angle that and even just the topic itself people are confused. People think it's about the nuclear bomb. It's about the man that created the atomic nuclear bomb, right? So that's what I think a lot of people you got to know going into it before you watch it. And so that once again that goes to who, right? Who should be watching this movie? I'll tell you, when I went to go see the movie, I think I was literally the only black person in the movie to go watch it. Um, Majority men, obviously, like 90% men. Girls were in there with their boyfriends and stuff like that. There wasn't groups of girls going into it like it's gonna be Barbie, right? And then let me talk about that real quick too. The Barbie Oppenheimer, it is a meme. These two movies are completely unrelated and they're not going to be anywhere near the same. I think that Barbie is absolutely because people want to see the box office sales and shit like that. Barbie's going to kill it. Barbie is going to kill it. Probably two, three, or maybe three times. Who knows? I don't know. Out of the water for Oppenheimer. I wanted to see Barbie this weekend, but there's just no tickets. They're all sold out, literally all sold out. So I'm just gonna wait till next weekend to go watch the movie. But Oppenheimer, you guys, who should watch it and why? Who should watch it? It's the people who are it's too simple to say the intellectuals of society, but I think you've the only people like the reason why I wanted to watch it was because I had a personal interest. I had a vested interest in the movie, specifically because of my background. I was going to college. My initial goals before life happened was to go into college for biomedical engineering. I wanted to create technologies and create new machines geared towards helping the pharmaceutical and health industry. I was really good at math, really good at science, physics, and chemistry. AP chemistry, calculus, physics, AP physics, all of those things. I was in all those classes and I did all those things. My senior year wasn't like the average person. I had Spanish 4, AP chemistry, AP biology, AP physics, fucking calculus, and then I had home ec. That was, and then some sports class. That was my senior year like semester. I challenged myself my senior year, and so I already had like a notion of what was going to happen. I was surprised that such a budget and the director was going behind such a scientific like topic as this. And so that's the kind of person I feel like should watch it. I don't know. And then obviously the people who love Christopher Nolan and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna sit here and just harp on, oh, it was amazing, 10 out of 10, absolutely magnificent, absolutely fantastic, because his director Nolan, he did an amazing job. No, there's some moments in the movie that like you could go without seeing this movie. This is not a must see movie by no means at all. This is not for everyone. Barbie, on the other hand, yeah, that movie anyone can pretty much watch that. Even like I'm a straight guy, and I'm gonna go see Barbie. I'm interested. Barbie's a fucking it's as American as you get. Barbie, you know what I'm saying? And so Oppenheimer, that's who and why, right? That why should the why. Another reason why I wanted to watch the movie was because I saw this as a movie of the power of the mind. Yeah, it was about the man that created the nuclear mind, but to me, I saw the trailer as the power of the mind. Oppenheimer was a man who had something in his mind, a vision. He saw atoms and saw the world in a way that the average person doesn't, and he was trying to create what was not created. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as an entrepreneur, as someone who's doing YouTube, as someone who's trading, as someone who's trying to craft a life that's nowhere near around me, I have no one living the life that I want to create that I can like kind of, pick up the pieces from or like emulate. I literally feel like I'm creating a life that's completely original. And so if you are someone like that, as you're an entrepreneur, you have a vision of how your business is going to go, you have a vision of how your life wants to go, something like that, I think that that's why you should watch the movie. You're going to see what it takes to have a vision in your head and actually make it reality with life throwing so many hurdles at you. Relationships, sex, greed, selfishness, all these human aspects get in the way of what's in your mind and creating reality. And so to me, that's why I wanted to watch the movie. And that's what, so that right there took 5.5 minutes just to explain that right there. So that tells you this is not for everybody. So next up, I want to talk about the director, the direction of the movie, and the artistic flow of it. The movie went fast as fuck. It was a 3-hour movie, but it went so fast. Like each scene was just rapid pace, man, rapid fire. I think that it's a very verbal movie, very verbal. Yeah, it looks good, stunningly visually. But that's just the world we live in right now. I think Christopher Nolan knows he knows the world that we live in. People have short attention spans, and so it's essentially an extremely well-made TikTok movie made for 3 hours long. It's scene after scene. Like each scene lasts, like you see one direction for like 5 seconds max, and then it's switching to the next scene, the next person's face, the next angle. I thought it was visually stunning. Absolutely amazing. I think he did a great job at editing and creating it. So I definitely will give it to him on that part right there. The character of Oppenheimer and all the other supporting characters were really good. I think that it was the first hour was just exposition. We were figuring out who Oppenheimer was. We were figuring out the character. Oh, he's a womanizer. He likes to drink. Oh, he likes to. He's egotistical, very smart, stuff like that. Just that basic stuff. The second half of the other 2 hours, like the middle of the movie, was about the bomb. And then the latter third of the movie was about like just, the downfall of, you fly too close to the sun and now you're going to be going crash into the earth, so it was really good, and it definitely had a specific structure to the movie. So I thought that was also really good. I will say though, a critique was that the last the last 40 minutes I felt like walking out of the movie. The reason why is because I just didn't really care. I didn't really care about I felt like they were harping on the trial a little bit longer than they should have. I felt like it was just really long for how long they I would have much rather have the director spent much more time talking about the bomb, how to create the bomb, how the science works, and how they created it, and because they showed the bomb. You've seen the trailers that they were putting the bomb together, looked like Tetris or like that. I would have liked to see more of that. I didn't really care so much about the trial and shit like that. I feel like he spent way too long on that. That's just my personal opinion. And then that goes back, this perfect pivot, actually, the science behind the movie, right? So it's about the atomic bomb, the nuclear bomb, and I think that Christopher Nolan did an amazing job at dumbing down the sciences behind it, right? Yeah, it's about him creating the bomb, it's about the man that created it, but he really watered down the science behind it. He so the average everyday person can understand what's going on, but still feel like they're smarter than that. It can whet the appetite, the intellectual side of the smarter people going in to watch the movie and shit like that. Smarter people going in to watch the movie. But I don't know. I just felt like I did want a little bit more from the movie. But overall, the topic that the movie was about, Oppenheimer and the nuclear bomb, I mean, what other director could have done a job like this? Which is why I personally give it a 9.5. I think that the topic was hard. It's like playing a game on a very hard mode. You know what I'm saying? You're willingly choosing to play a game on very hard mode. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty all the time, but this guy, he made it look fucking amazing. The topic is the nuclear bomb. Give anyone else the topic of a nuclear bomb and Robert Oppenheimer. Nobody knows who the fuck Oppenheimer is. Like the masses, 90% of people in the world don't know who Oppenheimer is. And so for him to make a movie about this guy, he's on extra hard mode. Barbie, I'm not saying Barbie by any means is easy, but goddamn it, come on, it's Barbie. Everyone knows who Barbie is. Everyone knows what Barbie is. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit more of an easier target to get to and to talk about. So for him to make a movie and make you care about Oppenheimer, he did a great fucking job. But the movie itself, the topic at hand, it's not for everybody. You don't gotta watch it. I personally told you why I liked it and why I feel like, if you can fit that bill, you should watch it. It's a really good movie. 3 hours didn't really feel like that. I watched it at 9:15. So by the time it was 12:15, we got up about like 12:30. It did kind of fly by, but I'm glad I watched it early in the morning, because if I were to watch this at nighttime on a Friday, Saturday, I would have felt like I kind of wasted my night. Just being real with you. This is a movie you see like in the morning, maybe in the afternoon time, beat the heat, and then go out and go about your date. But yeah, that's what I feel about it. His love interest, I think that the love interest of Robert Oppenheimer was a little very questionable. And yeah, I hate to say it like that, right? But it's like the woman neglected her child, didn't even want to be there with the child, so they had to give their child up to a family friend. So their son was raised like the first like 5 years of his life, or I don't know how long, right? They didn't even talk about that, with another family, because the mother just couldn't do it. And the thing is yeah, you were like, oh well, he's the father, he should be there. This motherfucker is making the bomb for America. There would be no America, where we would not be where we're at right now had he not created that bomb. You know what I'm saying? And so there's two other aspects I want to talk about with this movie, you guys. The morality of it, and then also genius. When you are the breadwinner, when you are someone who is actively crafting and creating a lane for you, your family, everyone around you, you're doing something very fucking important. It's really hard to find people who can actually understand and be there to like listen to you. His choice of women were because of their ability to understand him. You know what I mean? This is my personal opinion on it, you guys. So final scores, man, I give it a 7.5 for the average everyday person, and then for me personally, I give it a 9.5, man. A solid 9 at the minimum. Solid 9. I thought it was a good movie. I thought the visual and the creative direction of it was great. The movie itself was good, really good movie. It's hard for me to say it was a great movie, because it's just so many elements in it that can get in the way of someone really like loving the movie. I would not watch it again. Absolutely not watch it again. I will not buy it in theater. It's one of those one and done kind of movies, quite honestly. I think it's a one and done movie. But quite honestly, I don't know any other movies that I would really watch over and over again, except like Paid in Full. Honestly, man, Paid in Full is one of those movies that I've watched many times. Godfather, Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are some really good movies. This movie, one and done. So you can live with that. That's why I feel like it should have a score of a 7.5. Me personally, 9. But 7.5, because it's a one and done. It's not a repeatable kind of movie, you guys. It's not for everyone. It's not for the masses by any means. And so I hope you like this, man. Let me know what you guys think about the movie down below. If you're gonna go see it, man. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.